Welcome to the SIXSENSE Foundation.
Same old song, above, so below. Get some new shit, get some old shit, go. Yo, let me give him these bars, Look, go ahead. Oversaturated with the sugar diabetic. Sacred geometric tarot phrases that's hermetic. A tablet made of emerald, a tower built by Nimrod. Accidentally dismantled through the percussion with the rim shot. Can you feel it? That's the spirit. Complicit snippet, incoherent. Y'all violating, straight up and down, that's what I'm hearing. Words from the wise guys, hamburger and some fry guys. The sober from bottomless mimosas and some high ties. Held the king and the empress, but the devil is a temptress. Calculated fractions till the terms break down the sentence. Scabs blocking the entrance. You chilling with your mistress. We out here trying to get this. This that 24-hour fitness. Time to settle the score. As above, so below. So get some new shit, let some old shit go. Same old song. As above, so below. Get some new shit, let some old shit go. You feel me? Because you appreciate.
Yo, Is Qbwoy, you're tuned in right now to Jamaican Gold Radio, man. Pick it up, LA, Hollywood, worldwide, Jamaica.
Any single ladies? Ladies, even if you love that.
Yo, this is Jamaican Gold International, worldwide, JamaicanGold.com, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, connect, man.
And from the top, take two. QBoy, take one. Who is QBoy? Take one. Especially gonna start from the top. Who is QBoy? Where are you born?
Just ask me questions because I don't know.
Okay, let's just do it like this. Who are you? Where are you from?
Greetings. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Q Anthony, known as QBoy. If you've been to one of my parties, basically, if you ask people, they'd probably say one of LA's top reggae dancehall culture promoters, representing Los Angeles, Hollywood, California.
How'd you get started? When'd you get started?
My adventure started in 1993 at the Kingston 12. We were doing a Thursday night while I was in college called The Spot with my brother Rusty from Irie Nation and my other brother Lou from Cottonmouth Clothing. And we decided to do this underground hip-hop party with like 25% reggae dancehall at the Kingston 12 on a Thursday night. And we had artists come out like the Goody Mob, J. Rue the Damager. One of the groups that came through, we helped do a record premiere, or well, I guess a record signing party, because they were trying to get signed to Interscope, was a group that you might have heard of called the Black Eyed Peas. They came and rocked and ended up getting signed that week. That was pretty cool. But yeah, it was known to be basically the underground hip hop spot, kind of like Unity was. God rest Bigger B Soul, you know what I mean? And yeah, every Thursday night it was pretty cool. That lasted from like 1993 in Santa Monica to 1995, until me and my partners, we all decided to go separate ways. Around that time, I got a call from the owner of the Kingston 12, a guy named Dale O'Brien, and he decided to have me come in for a meeting. Now, which is funny because when I was coming for the meeting, I figured I would get the Thursday night back and be business as usual. But when I got there, he explained to me something that was kind of unique at the time, because he said he had a dream and a vision that I was going to be the biggest promoter in LA. And I had to do a Sunday night, and the Sunday night had to start at the Kingston 12. He gave me free reign to pretty much do whatever I want to do, so I figured since it was 1995, and at this time hip-hop started to change. It wasn't really a cultural thing. It was becoming more of a money thing, right? 1995. So, like, to give you an example, the B-girls became bitches. And in those days, women had respect for themselves, and they weren't really excited about that. So a lot of the females stopped wanting to go to hip-hop events. So I decided I was going to flip it. I was going to do something brand new, reggae, dancehall, and we're basically going to be the opposite, right? We were going to do 70% reggae dancehall and 25% hip hop. Decided to call it Jamaican Gold because we really want to honor the culture of Jamaica. That was in June, like June 20th, 22nd, whatever that date was, in 1995. And from then, it kind of became history because we did it. 20 years later, man, still going strong. 30 years, you know what I mean? Like, it got crazy, and we ended up bringing out some of the biggest names in reggae dancehall music, like Damian Marley, Barrington Levy, Alton Ellis, Sean Paul, Red Rat, T.O.K., Cecile, Tanya Stevens, and breaking quite a few people. And plus, we had a couple of hip-hop guys coming through the whole truth of the culture of hip-hop. People like Harris One, Gangstar, what do we have hip-hop? Mr. Cheeks, Nice and Smooth. Who else was coming through representing hip-hop the right way? Man, it's been a minute.
Yo, what's up? This is Gil Green, film director, music video director, and this is a big shout out to QBoy, original rude boy from the West Coast. And man, our story, where does it go? Where does it start? Originally, I'm from Miami. I grew up around enough Jamaicans and the dance hall scene here, and moved to New York, and you know, again, prevalent dance hall scene in New York. So being around Jamaica, Miami, New York, I was always around this dance hall flavor, and I went on to direct a lot of music videos for like Elephant Man from Pond the River to T.O.K. to Wayne Wonder to Buju. So like, always been involved in dance hall from a film aspect, from a music aspect. And then I moved out to LA, and I didn't really know the scene, and everyone was saying, yo, Jamaica Gold, Jamaica Gold. And through some mutual friends, I met QBoy and saw what he was doing out there, and it was crazy. It was the one place where if you wanted some West Indian flavor, some original like dance hall flavor, you was going to Jamaica Gold. It was popping, it was the scene, and it was refreshing because I got my West Indian fix on the West Coast, which was really hard to find at first, but you know, Jamaica Gold just dust the competition. So big shout out to QBoy. This is Gil J. Green, back upon the scene. Watch out, QBoy, do it up.
Sunset, every Tuesday, it's on my shoes there. Boom, boom, ting. Zoom, zoom, ting, boss champs. We boss things, things no boss things.
Yo, we had everybody come through, man. You know what I mean? Buju Banton, Sean Paul, Shabba Ranks, Damian Marley, Sizzla, Sanchez. Like, everybody was coming through Jamaican Gold. It became like the official reggae party of California on a Sunday night. And I'm talking about going from places like, we started at Kingston 12. We were there at Kingston 12 from about 95 to about 96. Then we moved to Hollywood at a place called the Martini Lounge. Now the Martini Lounge was a small little spot right next to the Paramount Studios that probably held about 200 people. We were packing about 400 people. And because the fire department was coming so much, we had to move. Because basically they came through, the owners were like, look, if we get one more call from the fire department, we're gonna get shut down. So we're gonna have to hold you to about 200 people, which meant half our people at least wouldn't even get in. So in '97, we moved from the Martini Lounge to a place called the Dragonfly at Santa Monica, which was another small rock spot that was known for Hollywood, like groups like Stone Temple Pilots and people like that. But first night we were there, I think we had about 500 people, right? Now the craziest thing was, at those times, the DJs was White Lightning, Mark Love, DJ Benji, and our MC was a guy named Prince Whipper Whip. And this guy, Prince Whipper Whip, we might have known him from Wild Style, the Furious Five. He's a hip hop legend. And I just remember in the hip hop set, Mark Love scratched the record, chip it, chip it, chip it, chip it, and Prince Whipper Whip just said, "Oh, way!" which was like his signature, right? And it was like a sea of people, right? There's a sea of people. We went to about 500-600 people in the spot that hold maybe about 300, man. And that's when I knew. I said, yo, this is different. This is different, man. You know, and then we rocked Dragonfly, man. I want to say for about 15 years, although that we only stayed there on a Sunday night for maybe about 2 or 3 years until they had capacity problems. And then we switched their Sunday night to a Thursday night, the Martini Lounge, right? and we took the Sunday night to the Key Club on Sunset Boulevard, which was a big move for reggae dancehall, especially with, you know, Rasta smoking, you know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, their capacity I think was about 600-700. We outgrew that in about 4 months. I mean, one night we had Beanie Man on the stage and he's rocking, and the way the Key Club was, from the stage, you could see outside on Sunset, cars going by, but I swear to God, there had to be at least 300 to 400 people, a mob of people just vibing to the show inside, just going wild outside, you know what I mean? And yeah, we realized pretty quickly that we had to move to a bigger venue, and that was about 98, so that's about the year that we moved to the Century Club, right? Now the Century Club was crazy because, first of all, the Century Club hold about 1,200 people. Had about 4 different rooms, man, and this is the one club that you could be there, and I might not see you at all, maybe once, you know, because the main room held about 600 people, which was beautiful. It had a little upstairs balcony, you know what I mean, with tables and chairs around it. And then back in the balcony, there was another little private room that we just made it like a little sexy room. It was like a R&B and rare grooves room, right? You know what I mean, to get nice and sexy if you have a girl with you or if you meet a girl there, right? And then an outside patio, probably get about 500 people in the outside patio. We'd put live reggae bands, right? And then between, I would DJ with a couple other people, Vega T, Simone Delgado, Brother Benji. We would switch off in between sets. So it's like you're under the moonlight in Century City with all these high-rise buildings around you, right? And it's just music blasting, man, music blasting. The main room was what we always do. We'd start off with roots reggae. Then we'd go into about a half an hour hip-hop, and then kill them with like classic dancehall. Play classic dancehall for about an hour and 20 minutes, then we'll bring it back to another half an hour hip hop, murder that, and then at that time it's about 120, 130. We just cool it out with either dancehall or, you know, some real groove or some rubber dub, something nice to get the, you know, slow dancing to. You know what I'm saying? In the side room, now mind you, this is 98. So in the side room, I had my boy Ron Miller in there. And Ron Miller was kind of like the international DJ. He was the old guy, the old OG that used to do sound systems, man. You know, the white cat used to do sound systems in LA, like, I guess Jamaicans, hardcore Jamaicans in the 80s, right? But he was like the international DJs, man, so he would play everything, man. So we had him in there playing like reggae and Espanol before reggaeton became a thing, and soca music. Sounds like a crazy mix, but if you think about the rhythms, the beats, it actually matches, right? So with these 4 different rooms, man, we made history. And I mean everybody was coming out, from stars to models to Rastas to just people who wanted reggae dancehall music, man. And I'm talking about on Sunday night, you would get about 900 to 1,100 people coming out just to hear DJs and live bands playing.
Yaga family, Rasta family. Yeah, homeboy, King Lion Miguel coming from Cameroon, living in China, you don't know, you know? I represent the IMCG Global #1 production in LA, you know? QBoy, my homeboy QBoy, is the fucking ambassador of the reggae music in LA, the president, the king of LA, you don't know?
Yo, it's Mark Zavetti from Bristol. I'm just wondering, who is Qbwoy?
After all that? Yeah, man, Rastafari.
I mean, yeah, I just don't know, man. There's so many different ways I could go now. I've done something established and
respect one time. This Looney Tip representing Jamaican Gold, Boom Boom Lounge, Jamaica Live. QBoy, that's my brother, man, on some real shit. He saw me at a car show performing. He said, I got a new club that's popping. That was when it was at Kingston 12. He said, if you want to perform, I got you. I'll perform. Crowd wasn't the way he wanted it to be. He said, you know what, bro? I apologize, but I promise you, this club is going to be the biggest club in LA. And when it is, I'm going to make you VIP for the rest of your life. Remember that conversation? Was that a car show?
That was before you went on tour with Beyonce. Yeah. Before Soul Train? No, you're still doing Soul Train.
Look at me now. You got all my people in tonight. 2018. That was in like 94, 95, 96 maybe.
Yo, one of the illest rappers, b-boy dancers, man. One of the illest cats, man, I've ever seen move, man. I told Beyonce, Soul Train for years. You know Lunatic, man. Me and Vegas plays in LA tonight, man. Welcome back, man. Welcome back to the city, man.
You know what I mean? But no shit, like the first 1 or 2 Jamaican Gold I ever thought, he performed, him, Yachty and the crew, Make Me, you know what I'm saying? They came
He apologized because the crowd wasn't big, but it was all the playmakers that was in the building. There was about 20 playmakers in the building that was like, we like those guys. Let's do something with it. You know what I'm saying? And he said, I promise you, this is going to be the biggest club in LA. He done won #1 club, a reggae club, and a reggae hip-hop club. Out of pop clubs, EDM clubs, house clubs, he done won #1. Y'all go check them files, man. Research that shit. It's there. Google QBoy Jamaican Gold 1995. They were like, he won Promoter of the Year. He said, I'm going to make you VIP for the rest of your life.
Well, the kid VIP anywhere you go.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yo. Big up QBoy every time. Boom Boom Tuesdays every Tuesday. You already know dancehall funk there every week Tuesday. What? Dancehall funk, Boom Boom Tuesdays. QBoy, run it.
And when we would bring acts, people like Buju Banton, Spragga Ben, Sean Paul, it just got crazier. It just got crazier. And that's really what set off Jamaican Gold as far as like a worldly brand. Like, I mean, I could go to Japan and people knew about Jamaican Gold. I could go to Jamaica, people knew about Jamaican Gold. Anywhere I went, New York, Mexico, everybody knew about Jamaican Gold at this point, man. And this is going on from 1998 to about 2002 at the Century Club, man. And yeah, it just kept going from there. The Century Club shut down, just like most clubs do in LA. Get a lifespan about anywhere from 2 to 4, maybe 10 years, right? But when they left, we went back to Hollywood, places like the Knitting Factory. What was the? It was the Ivar before it became Project. What other clubs were we at?
Tiffany's.
Yeah, Tiffany's. Yeah, we were everywhere. House of Blues, man. Believe it or not, we were one of the only people to take over House of Blues as a weekly. You know what I mean? That was a trip because you should see people in there like Stevie Wonder. You know what I mean? Dave Chappelle would pass through. You know what I mean? A lot of different stars would pass through, man. And it was a beautiful thing because it was reggae and it was dancehall culture. It's like everybody was like cool, right? It didn't matter if you were a celebrity, if you were like extra in a video. Everybody was cool. You know what I mean? People dressed up, wearing Versace. You know what I mean? Women came out in the hills. You know what I mean? This is a reggae party, man. It really felt like you were like in Jamaica or New York or somewhere outside of LA during these parties, you know? And I mean, it kind of became like the place to be, you know?
Who is QBoy?
QBoy's the man. You know, he is Jamaican Gold. So, you know, the heart and soul. Don't let nobody else tell you any difference. You know, we think of Jamaican Gold and reggae scene in LA. QBoy's usually the first guy that comes to mind. So, that's what QBoy is to me. The reggae scene. We say the Prince of Reggae out here. Yes. Shout out Jamaican Gold. Long time been here.
My name is Martin Perez and QBoy is the face of LA reggae. Hollywood, East LA, West Side, North Side, South Side, #1, QBoy.
Yes, greetings and love. You don't know, this is Tough Like an Iron representing, and I am here talking about my experience with the great QBoy. You don't know, reggae king of LA scene. Big up yourself every time, QBoy, because you always show so much love. And you know, where would we be without the love scene? I first met QBoy about 5-6 years ago when I went to LA. A brethren and a sister of mine took me over to his session, and you know, he was very warm, he was very open to meeting me as a new artist, giving me a little chance to shine, mash up the place, and yeah, we've been building the vibes from ever since. So you don't know, he's a real youth that. Big up the whole LA family, big up QBoy and the whole reggae family over LA scene every time. Seeing Tough Like an Iron representing. A beer hustlers around me, it's like a ganja army. Ion.
Hey you guys, I'm Quie. I'm one of the main promoters for Jamaican Gold and Boom Boom Tuesday. And to me, QBoy is the man that put me in the business, okay? And the man that runs all of this Hollywood when it comes to reggae. That's who QBoy is
This what we do on Poom Poom. What's up?
Go.
Alright, I'll give you a little something.
I already did. I got yours.
Nah, let me give you some more. Hold on.
Oh, this one. Here. I'm gonna give you some more. More money, more. Look at her counting in the back. Puff Daddy.
Hey. Take that, take that.
And Red Bull, and it's even the awful. They want me get awful like they want to dance out get awful. And Red Bull, and it's even the awful. Yo. Turn up. I'm drinking.
Going from 98 to about 2002 at the Century Club, because we didn't have a dress code, right? And Century Club was known for the dress code. Century Club was the place that Busta Rhymes would come through wearing a baseball hat, and they would tell him, yo, you gotta leave your hat in the car, you know what I mean, or Jay-Z or whoever hip-hop star, like, you know, like Dr. Dre said, the Century Club, I'm in my jeans on, making my team strong, right? But most people couldn't get in jeans. Most people couldn't get in with a baseball hat. But on a Sunday night, because it was reggae and dancehall, everybody was so cool. Even the owners were cool with us. They let us do what we do, right? So that was the spot where the dress code disappeared by the time we were gone. By the time we were gone in 2002, you could go to pretty much any club in Hollywood or LA as a black person, because let's face it, the dress codes were mainly to keep black people out. That you could get into any of these clubs, right? So that was a really cool thing, man. So two things I would say that Jamaican Gold helped do for LA. It helped pass the ganja law so we could smoke marijuana without getting a ticket or arrested. And I believe that it helped stop the dress code in nightlife entertainment in LA. That's just my belief.
Yeah, I'm Lulu Valentine, Jugs Numbers. I represent the Ugly Cookie Gang. You already know. QBoy is the prince of LA. Reggae scene. Bring all the big major Jamaican artists here all the time. I witnessed that. Pum Pum Tuesday, Jamaican Gold, QBoy. Been running that shit more than decades. Look it up, Google it. Real talk. Real talk. No gimmick. Yeah man, a QBoy run the place in the Jamaican scene. That me I tell her. Ugly Cookie Gang. What them feel like. Yeah.
Who is QBoy?
QBoy is the original promoter from Jamaican Gold. You know what I mean? I'm set the thing at LA from the Century Club days. I don't know. He's also a road manager for Japan and Columbia Records back in 2000. Long history, remember that.
Well, I'm Everton Dennis, ED, which ED stands for Everton Dennis, as you know. So I'm the dancehall celebrity. I'm one of the most popular dancehall artists in LA. I also have been on the billboard with Miss Trinity Bongsalong and won awards in Jamaica, the EME Award for Revolution. So, you know, I've been doing my thing since then. I started attending Jamaican Gold in the early 2000s, around the first or second year I came from Jamaica to LA. And it's been the hottest and the best spot I've been, and there was always a line, and it's always fun, you know, great vibes. So, you know, since then till now, I'm still going to QBoy's event.
Who is QBoy? Who is QBoy to the people, or is who QBoy to me? QBoy's my brother, more than anything else. He's one of the most honest, good-hearted people, authentic people you ever meet, which is rare in the game. I mean, I was raised in the music business. I've been around this since day one. And Q's one of the few people that don't care about how much money you have, don't care about what color you are. That's not how he looks at it. He looks at it on a case-by-case scenario. And everyone, I think, who's had a personal experience with him says he emulates a lot of love, which is rare. And he's authentic to cultivating talent from no matter where they are around this earth. And from the first day I met Q 15 years ago, something like that, Been running ever since. Still going strong. That's my family, man. That's my brother. So.
All right, so basically, man, after the Century Club, man, things got like wildfire. I mean, there was weeks where I'm working 5 to 6 nights a week, man. You know, I'm talking about we got Tuesday night, Pom Pom Tuesday. We got the Thursday night, right? Jamaica Live Thursday. Still the Dragonfly since like '98, right? We got Friday nights popping off, live reggae Fridays. We're basically really busy, man. And you know, like I said, the vibe is nice. People are coming through. People are dancing. This is time where men and women still dance together. Remember those days? You know, and you know, bottle service comes up, which was a trip. You know what I mean? Because you know, Hollywood went from a thing of being really a fun place to go party and just have fun to like DJ AM and Paris Hilton taking over bottle service clubs, right? Which is the funniest thing about it was Jamaicans always bought bottles. They just didn't care about the whistles, the lights, and the streamers, man. You know what I mean? But in Jamaica, it's culture. Like when you go to the bar in Jamaica, you buy a 6-pack of beer. You don't buy one beer, right? You don't buy the cheap stuff. You're drinking Heineken, you're drinking Red Stripe, you're drinking Guinness. Like you don't drink Budweiser or Coors, right? So everything in Jamaica culture is always like quality. You know, Jamaicans were one of the first people to want to drink Hennessy and buy bottles of White Star, right? So we were buying bottles from beginning. Like I said, we just didn't have all the little flashy lights and that type of stuff. And normally when a guy would come through and buy a bottle, when we'd ask him like, hey, do you want a table or a booth? They would say, nah, just set my thing up over here by the bar, because honestly, they want to sit there and drink their liquor and talk to women. You know, I mean, the idea of bottle service, sitting down with your friends and only socializing with your friends at your table is kind of weird for Caribbean culture. Like, we still party, we still mingle. You know, we want to go out, we want to dance, we want to drink, we want to smoke. You know, and plus we want to find someone to do all that with, right? Which is the main point of going out. You know what I mean? In my day, we want to go out and have fun, socialize, right? I'm going to meet some ladies and introduce some of my friends and vice versa, right? So that's how the family would grow. That's how the culture would grow. That's how the people would grow, right? I can't tell you how many people have come to me over the years and say, yo, I met my wife at your party. I met my husband at your party. Yo, we have a family, you know? I mean, there's even some cases where my kids are going to school with kids of parents who met at my parties, right? So that's how you know you have a good party, when it brings fruit, right? It increases in numbers and satisfaction and joy and happiness and stories. You know, I look at a lot of these kids now, they throw these parties and yeah, everyone's sitting there and popping a bottle and no one's talking. You're sitting at a table and you're filming yourself with a phone, pretending like you're having the best time of your life, but you're not really enjoying the moment. You're taking too much time in capturing the moment, you know. And even today, you know, 2024, you know, we still party, man. We still dance. We still sweat. We still rub up against one another, right? You know, we still have get that friction going. Because if it's not a party like that, where you actually dance, a guy and girls are dancing, what type of party is it? Or is it even a party? You know, I used to make a joke and tell all my friends, were like, yo, you gotta just do bottle service, make everybody buy a bottle. And I said, in Caribbean, we don't party like that. That's like more like speed dating. Like if I would have a speed dating situation, that's what we'd do. Everybody come down and sit at the table with a bottle and let's talk for 10 minutes and finish a drink, and then we'll go to the next table. You know what I mean? You know, so, you know, Jamaicans, we still gotta dance, man. We still gotta sweat. We still gotta live life like it's the last day on earth, right? We have no time to sit around pretending like we're just rich and popular. You know what I mean? Because in essence, when you are rich and popular, then what do? Do you still pretend like you're rich and popular?
The universe is consciousness, not simply matter and energy, particles and waves. There are strings to be stroked and drums to be played, thoughts to be provoked and young to be saved. No one can enslave where wisdom engraves. Deep in the mind's eye, can't turn a blind eye to the well-defined pleas and want of basic needs. No buffering the suffering from the stream of great pain. With no struggle, there's no value. With no loss, there's no gain. No yin, no yang. No end with no change. With no simple and mundane, there's no weird and no strange. Without failure, success is a thought on no brain. Without what we call fresh, we can point out no lane. Without rivals to compete, no victory to be gained. Without us, there's no dust. With no crazy Hussein. With no crazy Hussein.
You know, and that's the thing that I try to teach these kids now, man. It's like, you got to make it about life and about joy. You can't make it about likes, you know, and brands. You know, I remember Jamaican Gold, man, in like 2004 when it was known around the world, and people come to me and say, Q, you got a brand. And I said, okay, cool. What's that? What does that mean? You know, well, you know, Jamaican Gold, man, it's your brand, and like everybody knows your brand. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, does it mean I'm gonna make more money? Does it mean I'm gonna get corporate sponsorship? Well, probably not if you're black. Probably not if you have people smoking marijuana, right? You know what I'm saying? Probably not if you're not trying to have a dress code and you're trying to appeal to everyday people, right? Because in my philosophy, I want everyday people to feel like they're on vacation, even if they can't afford a vacation. You know, many people in LA, especially in South Central, Inglewood, they don't travel out the country much. I mean, I remember talking to my nephew when he was like 22, and I said, hey man, you should travel. And he looked at me and said, yeah, uncle, I travel. I said, well, where you been? Oh, I've been to Las Vegas. I said, okay. Have you been to like Mexico? Oh, no, I never been to Mexico. I said, well, you do realize from California, it only takes you about 2 hours to drive. You'll be in Tijuana in no time, and that's a different country. Never went anywhere. So, most of the people that we were trying to target to, they weren't going to make it to Jamaica, even though we tried to have yearly annual trips of taking people to Jamaica, because it's expensive. Not everybody could afford that. But you could afford $20 to come and have a good time and see some of the biggest stars in Jamaica, right? So that was what that was my mission on Earth. My mission on Earth with all of my parties, from Jamaican Gold to Pom Pom Tuesday to Jamaica Live and all the other ones, was to give people a 4 to 5 hour vacation, right? Whether you were rich, want to be rich, college student, dropout, I want to make sure that you felt like you were part of the culture, right? We had the food there. A lot of times we have arts and crafts there. You know what I mean? You could buy your wristbands, you could buy your shirts, right? And the music was going to be authentic. We were going to play the best and newest stuff out of Jamaica. But if you didn't know about Jamaica, it's not like you didn't know what was going on, because we're going to play at least 2 half-an-hour sets of hip-hop to bring you up to date, to make you feel part of it. And I think that was the magic of making everybody feel part of it. It didn't matter if you're from Africa. It didn't matter if you're from Jamaica. It didn't matter if you're from Trinidad, Belize, America, Japan, Russia, Germany. That was your reggae party. Jamaican Gold was your reggae party.
All right, who's QBoy?
You. What's up?
Yeah. He is the shit. Hollywood. All day, every day, even in the Holly J. Hey, they call me Holly J. Hey. Don't know what else to say. Catch me next Tuesday at Boom Boom. Boom Boom.
The coast is clear. There, DJ Crooks. We just done shell the place. We're at Los Globos, Los Angeles. Representing for the big bad QBoy. Who is QBoy? One of the big boss in the Hollywood scene. Make sure you link up and find out the thing. Follow me on Instagram and all these things. Mr. Crooks, MYSTACROOKS. See? Boom. Up and out.
John came and tell every Tuesday, California, alias QBoy. And the girl live.
Alright, so you want me to speak on QBoy, right? QBoy. Well, first of all, what the fuck Q? What does Q mean? What does Q stand for? Q-ball? I mean, QBoy? Nigga's like 60 years. He was like 60 when I met him in like 95. He must be like 90 now. QBoy. And for a reggae go, what reggae? They don't even play reggae. What do they play like that African stuff, man? Ain't nobody tripping off no QBoy, man. I'm the motherfucker that started all this shit. I was the first one in LA doing reggae, period. And nobody even heard of QBoy. I'm the original nigga all up in LA. QBoy. And first and second of all, you know, he got them dreads and he look all cool and stuff. Everybody, oh, QBoy, QBoy. Man, let me tell you something. That fool is bald-headed as hell. He got them little stick-on dreads. You just pop up. You see him during the week. The fool is bald-headed and he stick them things up. He got the dreads, Rastafari, yes, Bumbleclot, yeah. QBoy, Schmooboy, whatever, bro. Ain't nobody tripping on. Man, first of all, you go up in this club and it ain't even, you call it Jamaican Gold. Ain't no Jamaicans up in there. Ain't nobody Jamaican. It look like a bunch of Asians and Belizeans to me. I don't know, where's QBoy? QBoy, he ain't from Jamaica. He from like Schenectady or some shit like that. Ain't nobody tripping off no QBoy, man. QBoy, Schmooboy, what you gonna do, boy? QBoy, oh, I'm QBoy, I'm a big, cool guy. I do the reggae. Oh, Lord of mercy, Bumbleclot. Ain't nobody tripping off no QBoy.
Who is QBoy?
Well, I don't really know much about QBoy other than he does really cool clubs on Tuesday nights that I've been to. And I know he's been doing them for a long time. Even some folks that I know who are elected officials used to go to his clubs. And when I mentioned it to them one night at a party at Christmas time that I was going to this reggae club, this particular elected official said, I used to go there when I was younger. He's still doing those clubs? And that's like, he said he had been going to them like 20 years ago. So that's a wonderful thing that QBoy's been hanging out with the clubs that long.
Yo, give me the last one. La Lola Yana Quie and QBoy. It's the Mr. Lion Boy Wendy Show. ¿Qué quieres saber la Lola? Dice la Lola Yana aquí siempre va a atacar. Directamente fuerte Lion Boy va a dejar. ¿Qué quieres saber la Lola Yan va a acabar? ¿Qué quieres saber la Lola Yan dancehall? With Martini from the One Quinto Sol. Esa Mr. Lion aquí si el mejor. Déjame decirte Lion Boy hardcore. Directamente fuerte Lion Boy va a dejar.
Lot of lion gets yes, whoever plays fire.
we had one guy from Germany who's always come to us and say, hey, I can't afford to bring you to Germany, but I really want you guys to be in Germany. And this is back when CDs were popular, right? So he said, hey, can you guys make like a mix of like 5 to 10 CDs, and I'm going to take them to Germany and play them at the party. And we looked at him like it was crazy. It's crazy. Like, you can't play an 80-minute CD and then switch it out and say like, yo, this is what the party's like. Like, you got to be at the party to feel the party. Because a DJ, if you're a good DJ, you're feeding the vibration. You're building the vibe. You know, you don't just play music. You know, I know nowadays most people don't know what a real DJ is. They confuse a real DJ with the person that plays music. Now you ask yourself, what's the difference between a real DJ and someone who just plays music? Well, it's simple, right? Anybody can go and press play and play music, right? Now, a DJ could do a couple other things though besides just play music. He knows what music to play, which is very important for the crowd that's in front of him. He knows how to mix and blend those sounds, right? And more importantly, he knows how to get the crowd to have an effect to what he's doing. Now I'm going to tell you, here's a test if you're a good DJ or a bad DJ. Now if you're a good DJ, when you play, the dance floor is packed. It's always packed if you're a good DJ because your people are going to want to follow you and find out where you're going to be at next, so you don't have places where they're empty. That's if you're a good DJ. If you're a bad DJ, the dance floor isn't always packed and you probably don't have people following you to find out where you're going to be at next. The next thing is the crowd participation. Now, if you're playing at a reggae party and you hear people banging on the wall when you mix in the next song,
San Diego. Hear the voice of silky, soulful sounds of R&B over hot butter jazzy tracks. Makes the noise for Miss Sarah Grimm.
excitement. That means you're doing good. If you hear people say boom, 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 that's excitement. It means you're doing good. Now, if you're doing really good at that moment, you might hear pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. That means rewind the record and start it back at the beginning, right? Now, if you hear people say ooh or ah when that mix comes in, you know how to mix a record. Now, if you don't get any of these applauses when you're DJing, you might want to practice because you're not a DJ. You're just a person playing music, which any kid can do. Nowadays, we have all these beautiful people being DJs, but in my days when you had to hunt down vinyl records, carry in crates of records, 90% of these DJs would not be able to do that. They wouldn't have the love for it to go hunt down records. Because remember, vinyl is a pressing. That means if you lose your pressing, you may never have that song again to play for the people. If you scratch that record and it skips, you may never have that record again to play for the people. So being a DJ was very serious back in those days, up until digital records or digital Serato took over, right? We could just have MP3s play, right? Imagine a dub plate. Now, if you don't know what a dub plate is in Jamaican Caribbean music, a dub plate is taking your favorite reggae song and having them sing a special mix just for you, which will probably have your name in it. Pretty cool, right? Imagine Bob Marley singing QBWOY Loves like QBoy Loves. And that's Bob Marley singing it. It'd be pretty cool, right? But that's what we call a dub plate. Now, it used to be hard to have dub plates because you'd have to get the dub plate on a tape, right? And then take it and get an acetate record that we all know that this acetate record might spin 50 to 100 times. So dub plates was a very, very serious business, man. You know, nowadays, you get a dub plate, you don't even know if it's real. Because they're getting it overseas from a email. You hope it's the real artist singing it. It sounds like them. But let's think about 2024 with AI. Do we really know for sure that would be Damian Marley singing this record? Or would it just be AI singing it sounding just like him? So, it's a different level from what it used to be for music, especially from dancehall culture to what it is now. Not saying that it's not still vibrant, you know, colorful, exciting, and energetic, but what it used to mean in the 90s to what it means now is a little bit different, especially with all these watered down so-called DJs claiming to be DJs who can't keep a dance floor packed.
Right? We have an artist who come through to perform for the birthday, all the way from New York City. You know what I'm saying? Well, the bar goes a business man representing, I mean, DJ, man. They done did it live tonight. It's on the plane like an hour ago or so. We gotta make this shit go, right? All my bad girls in the front. All my bad girls in the front. Let's go. Run the track.
So yo, we're not at station 1640 tonight. It's July 3rd, July 4th, the holiday. We got no work at school. Now, I just found out that my bottle service guy, Leo, I don't know if I should say his name, is trying to do a Jamaican Gold event, which is my trademark, across the street to confuse people. So, I figure we're gonna go.
So do I just tell him I'm on the guest list?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm on the guest list. So, wait, come here. I didn't really hear what you said. Where were you at?
I was right here. So Freeway came and got me because I thought it was right here where it said project.
Yeah.
Freeway tells me Poom Poom is over there. So I go over there. I've been waiting over there the whole time.
What's it looking like over there?
It's reggae night. There's all reggae. So I was like, okay, reggae.
So why you
here?
leave?
Because I'm like, where's the girls? Where's the rest of the rock stars?
It's over there. You're on the guest list.
Okay, all right.
Be right back. You see this bullshit? Yeah. So, we're gonna go find out who got my money since they're using my shit, right? Come on, let's go find out.
Oh, you hear that? You hear that? No, she pointed across the street. See? Yeah, it's two of them. It's two Poom Pooms.
I mean, I can't even be mad. We got 800 people in the project right now. You know what I mean? All much capacity. But just the audacity, somebody use my shit to like sabotage me. You know what I mean? Now, I tell you, man, Jewish people, some of them are kind of funny. You know? Some of them are really funny. They do anything for a dollar. Anything for a dollar.
I'm the witness for the last 15 years. I'm the witness that QBoy, Anthony, have a partner, DJ White Line, 50% on Jamaican Gold.
No, never
Don't change it. I'm not a partner. I don't care. They fighting each other for months, for years. 50%. I'm the witness that White Line is 50% owner.
Yo, me and his partner are 50% partner at LA LLC. Jamaican Gold has always been me. I had this guy to be my bottle service guy. I heard Lighter to be my DJ. But now they're claiming they own 50% of my shit. Now, if I was Jewish, I would own 50% of their shit too. But I'm not Jewish, so I'm gonna go to my shit.
Hey, yo.
Project. Right, project already.
Go.
Hey, what we got over there next year?
I'm like, I know what else is reading.
Look, what I say? What I say right there? Okay. What I say? What I say? Hold up. That's what that say right there. Envy. We're strip club.
If you want a strip club, now the Jewish dude put Jamaican Gold on his shit, but tell him why you didn't put Jamaican Gold on your shit, because it's what?
Fuck Jamaican Gold. I'm suing them niggas. It's envy, man. It's envy. Yeah. Yo, don't fuck about all white boys.
I remember back, it started Kingston 12. And QBoy was a little young, he was a little shorter, it seems like, a little skinnier. And he was like, yo, man. He said, yo, man, come to my spot, man, Kingston 12, Santa Monica. And we was cool with Daddy Freddy and Prince Idol Joe, rest in peace. And we all mobbed up there, man. We had fun. And then it just went everywhere, man. It went what, Music Machine, it went Dragonflies, it went Century Club, it went Lingerie, it was, Ivar, what else?
Everywhere.
Martini Lounge. Oh my God, I'm not even saying them in order. I'm just going by what.
Huh?
No, that was Jamaican House.
We did the coffee got the downtown like that was Principal Club last time. Yeah, the grass slam.
Did you guys do Roxbury? No, not Roxbury. I know you had Jamaican House in Roxbury.
Yeah, it has Jamaican House in Roxbury.
But I mean, and what's funny, what QBoy did with his movement, he did a couple things. In one, he broke the dress code in Los Angeles. The second thing, smoking weed in the club. Because he had agreements of some sort in clubs that you weren't even allowed to smoke cigarettes in certain areas.
It was happening in his.
Right, in the middle of Century City. You know, man? You know, like
Santa Monica, Century City, Hollywood, downtown LA.
Everywhere, man. But it's a movement. You know, Pom Pom, Jamaica Live, Jamaican Gold, it's a movement. QBoy is a movement. That's all I can say. QBoy is a movement of his own.
But then again, if everybody's sitting at the table with a bottle, I guess we don't need to worry about anybody dancing, do we? Yeah. It's a trip to see what happened to Hollywood right now with the bottle service situation. Because most of these clubs now are empty. And after about 2 generations of bottle service, a lot of these young kids don't understand why they would go and spend $500, $800 on a bottle to come into your beautiful establishment to sit down with the same people they came with, knowing that that bottle only costs about $40 at the liquor store. And there's no excitement. The DJ is doing whatever. They're just playing music. Nobody's dancing. And nowadays, you don't even really have stars coming out. You have influencers, which is a trip. TikTok stars. You know, in my days, you know, you see Marvin Peoples, Wesley Snipes, people I grew up watching movies. Now we got this guy on TikTok is known for doing the shuffle dance. And he's in the building. And he got a crowd of beautiful girls at this table. He's a star. But if you talk to this guy, you don't really have the star mentality, the star presence, man. It's just like talking to any other kid you just meet off of the street. So, you know, things have changed, man. But one thing that hasn't changed in Hollywood in 2024, I'm still doing some of the best reggae parties in town. If you like dancehall music, hip-hop music, I'm telling you, come see me in Hollywood, man. You won't be disappointed. Trust me on that.
QBoy, questionable, quick. QBoy. QBoy? Who is QBoy? You tell me.
Yeah! You know this guy is? You know this guy is? Yo, throw the man in the building, brother. All the way from Jamaica.
Yeah! Gotta get you. Hold on, this nigga sitting. He done snuck in VIP. This nigga right here. He done snuck in. Look, right there. Look at the toilets. No line. But if you look over there on that side, look at the line.
So yeah, one of the big parts of Jamaican Gold in my career, from music, from Rastafari, from the culture, from really trying to understand sound systems and Jamaica as authentic as possible. I call him my uncle, man, but my brother King Richard, man, God bless his soul. You know, King Richard, his last name was O'Brien, so if you're paying attention to the story, Dale O'Brien, which was the manager of the Kingston 12, was his brother, right? So the Kingston 12 was ran by a family, the O'Brien family, and King Richard was the one dreadlock that was like the celebrity. You know, I'm talking about like he'd come in with leather jackets out of a white BMW, you know, looking just dapper, man, looking like Maxi Priest on a music video with Shabba, right? And having all these sweetest girls chasing him. You know, that was King Richard. He was a ladies' man. He was original Mr. Loverman. And I had the pleasure of meeting him when I was 15, working at Bob's Market over in Palms. So yeah, if you don't know, I'm from LA, original West LA, representing Beverlywood. You know, that's where I went, Hamilton High School. That was, you know, it. Palms Junior High, Castle Heights. I'm an LA product, and it was King Richard that really took me, like, embraced me, right? And taught me about Jamaica, taught me about the culture, taught me about how this business is supposed to be, taught me about the respect of the people and how power to the people, right? Reggae music, word, power, and sound. It's a very, very, very spiritual thing, man. You know, as you can knock down the walls of Jericho with sound, right? You know, Rasta don't take their music, reggae music, roots and culture music, as any type of joke thing. It's very serious. If you know about Bob Marley, man, very, very serious, man. It's not a joke thing. It's not a thing about money. It's not a thing about fame. It's a thing about life and death, right? It's a thing about good conquering evil. You know what I mean? Jah, you know, fighting the devil, right? You know, Babylon, you know what I mean? We got to save the people. We got to bring the people together. And how are we going to do that with reggae music? One love. One love is the secret, you know. So King Richard, man, you know, bless his soul, man. But that's how you got QBoy. From the Kingston 12. When I met King Richard at Bob's Market, I was 15 years old. He'd always tell me, you got to come to my club. Come to my club. And I'm like, there's no way I'm getting to Kingston 12. Now, I learned later, I would have gotten to Kingston 12 just fine at 15. Like many people I knew did. But I waited until I was 18 to go with a fake ID, right? And yeah, like I said, King Richard, man, bless his soul. He was the one that really embraced me, man, and he rocked with me, man, until he passed away from cancer, man. Like, you know, from all the clubs I was at, he was our roots MC. He would always welcome the people, greet the people, rock the people, man, and embrace the people with reggae music, man. And always, if we got a line trying to get soft or trying to do something commercial, it was King Richard that would step in and say, yo, that's not real reggae music. That's not what we do. And we would always atone to that, man. So I just want to say, man, give thanks to my brother, King Richard, man. Bless his soul. Now, there's another guy that you might know if you were rocking with me in the early 2000s or mid-2000s. It was a 70-year-old Puerto Rican dude named Reggae Pops. Right? Now, let me tell you about Reggae Pops, man. Reggae Pops was a guy who come through. He must have been about maybe 5'8", with a white silver, like, afro, right? You know what I mean? He'd always come in with a suit and a fedora tucked to the side. And it was funny because whenever I would ask, like, ladies, because ladies love Reggae Pops, right? You'd think, why is a 70-year-old guy? They didn't know if he was white, Latino, or whatever, right? Why are these ladies around this guy? And most of them would always say the same thing. I like the way he smells. You know what I mean? And so young kids, understand, if you got the right cologne, women gonna love you. But let me tell you how I met Reggae Pops, man. So we're going back to about 1998. Me and my Filipino crew, man. Now, at some point in life, God put me around this beautiful crew of Filipino women. And we would roll out sometimes, man, 8, 9 deep, man. And at this particular time, we were at the Universal Amphitheater to see Buju Banton because these girls love Buju. And they said, Q, you got to come with us to see Buju. We're bringing the whole family. The whole crew's coming. So we did. And of course, man, you know, we're all Filipino people, man. You're not going to be late. We were early. And because we were there early, they noticed this guy named Reggae Pops. We didn't know his name at the time. They just saw this guy sitting there, and one of the ladies liked the way he looked in the suit and the fedora, tilted to the side, and she's like, he looks interesting. I'm gonna go talk to him. So she went over and talked to him. About 5-10 minutes later, she brought him back. Yo, you gotta meet Q. This is QBoy. He does the best reggae parties in LA. He has a place called the Century Club. You have to come. And to my surprise, that Sunday night, Reggae Pop showed up. And the Filipino crew was there like they were there every Sunday night, and they saw him walk up and just ran to him, embraced him, and made him like part of their family, man. And by the end of the night, Pops had the time of his life. Now, this is so early in Reggae Pops' life, and you know, LA Magazine did a whole spread on Reggae Pops. But before Reggae Pops, at this moment, you know what Reggae Pops told me that night at the City Club? He said, yo, my name isn't just Pops anymore. My name is Pops the Player. I said, okay. Pops the Player. So Pops the Player, from that night at the Century Club, started coming to all my nights. And I think at that time in like 98, I was doing about 4 nights a week. There's also other clubs in town, like the Dove Club. He was there every Wednesday. He just went to every reggae party in town, just mashing it up, right? And I mean, like, reggae parties into some of the little after hours. He would just go and just always be there. I want to say about 3 to 4 months after the time I met him, he pulled me aside one night and said, "Q, I'm Reggae Pops." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, I'm not Pops the player. I'm Reggae Pops." I said, okay, I get it, Reggae Pops. And from that moment on, he was known as Reggae Pops, and everywhere he went, he got loved. And he'd always make sure when he had his little apple that he has a little pipe built out of, he'd always say, "I'm Reggae Pops, man." And the thing that I remember most about him telling me this, and why I'm telling you the story, was I knew why he pulled me to the side to tell me why he was Reggae Pops. Like so many other people in LA, I think I've changed their life in such a positive way. You know, when they thought they were outskirts or weren't good enough or, you know, weren't rich enough, weren't white enough, weren't Hollywood enough, you know what I mean? You know, weren't hood enough, whatever the case was, that whenever they came to see me, they always felt like they were at home. They always felt like, this is me, this is what we do. And I think that's what made me, you know, the person who I became to be known as, right? Because it wasn't about me, it's never been about me. You know, I got into this business because I really saw that LA didn't have culture, right? Like in '95, I'd always hear people tell me, "You gotta go to New York. You gotta go to New York. You know, Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem. There's so much culture there. The parties are crazy. You gotta go to New York." And, you know, being in '95 when you didn't have any hip hop clubs really, you had a hip hop night here and there like Unity. Jamaica House, and, you know, got shut down pretty quick. We needed culture, man. We needed places where we could play our music. You know what I mean? Because these clubs were trying to force us to only play rare grooves and house music because they felt like hip hop was too violent, and no one really knew about reggae and dancehall. No one really knew about that, right? So that was always a common denominator in Hollywood. Why we were able to take over these $1 million clubs that didn't allow hip hop people or didn't really seem to want like the average black person in there, right? It's because it was reggae music. That was the reason why we could smoke weed in the club. You know what I mean? We're smoking marijuana before it's legal because it was reggae music. And the vibe was so nice. We didn't have fights. We didn't have the foolishness. But what you did have is a rainbow of people coming out for one love and to spend money on drinks. You know, I mean, early on in my career, some of these managers would ask me and say, "Well, Q, if we're going to let you guys smoke weed, how are we going to sell liquor to them?" And I said, "Don't worry about that. We don't buy the Budweiser and the Coors. We're buying top shelf." They said, "Oh?" I said, "Yeah. Make sure you have your Hennessy. Make sure you have your Heineken, your Guinness, and your Red Stripe. We're good. And please have at least 5 or 6 bottles of Moet White Star, but specifically Moet White Star, because we'll sell those easily, right?" And they learned pretty quick to say, "Hey, just let these guys do their thing." And we got the respect like that all around town. It like I said, it grew like wildfire.
As QBoy's Reggae Night began to catch a fire, fond memories of a diverse crowd helped grow his event very quickly. But the grind to keep up with the safety regulations demanded Q find the space he needed to accommodate his growth crowds of about 650 guests.
Pineapple and cranberry. You know, it's Halloween, but it's not scary. We got the sign from Tuesday, Medusa and the spider. I'm drinking pineapple and cranberry. It's Halloween, but it's not scary. I'm hanging out with Medusa and spider.
Jamaican Gold was always known for being a 420 friendly event. After all, the name Jamaican Gold is a marijuana strand from Jamaica, like Hawaii's Maui Wowie. QBoy throws events to bring the whole city together, no matter what color, religion, or status. We do guess that ganja helps. If people can party together, they can live together. Love is the only solution. Humanity over everything. This is a very famously coined phrase by QBoy himself as an expression of how he feels about the work that he does in the reggae community. Jamaican Gold was the largest dance hall function in the West Coast, with 500 capacity Irie smoking patio, live reggae bands and DJs, a 500 capacity reggae dance hall with 2 half-hour hip-hop sets, and a 300 capacity tropical room for soca and world music. There was also a 250 capacity loft for rare grooves, R&B, and hip-hop classics.
Kill me, girl. I give everything me have to do. Have all of my money, you have everything. Why is you want from me? The belly coming out. Huh? You're sure.
I was born to start to. I was born to start to. I was born to start to.
So I got a lot of enemies when I'm negotiating keys or tons. I bring my guns.
The work that QBoy has done in the city of Los Angeles is responsible for transforming thousands of urban hip-hop fans into becoming die-hard dancehall fans.
But who is QBoy? Like who at this point? Who do you think QBoy is?
So you ask me right now?
Yeah.
All right, well, who is QBoy? QBoy is the one person in LA that strives for equality, that strives for unity. As I said before, my whole plan with these parties was to bring the whole city together. My philosophy for LA was, if we could party together, we could do anything together. Right? So I'm all about culture. I'm all about unity. You know, and understanding that everybody has a rich culture. Everyone has a dark culture, but at the same time, as balanced as the yin and the yang, everyone has a rich culture. Most of us don't experience cultures in depth in LA like I think most people should. I mean, try their food, go to their place of where they're from, you know what I mean? You know, explore people's culture no matter what differences you have, whether you're a Palestinian, you know what I mean, go to Palestine, right? You know, Jews, go to Israel, go to Japan, go to Morocco, go to France, travel, man, see people, meet people, because what we find when we do travel and we get culture, our life changes. And normally it changes for the better unless you have one of the bad experience where you get pickpocketed or some crazy story at the airport.
David Mike, Khalil, Sixes, all night kitchen, and of course the bar and staff. Be sure to call on your time, tip the bar to the night, and it's really good to fling some money upon the DJ man comes down the club. Tommy said, ain't nothing wrong with a reggae love, going down the every Sunday night, ain't nothing wrong with a reggae love, going down the bar every Sunday night. Shout out to all my beautiful ladies for coming out, man. All the room way big up, you know what I'm saying? Every Sunday night right here, look at them Sunday, the Broadway bar, have no fear. No, we're gonna take out every Tuesday night, boom, Tuesday, the Ellison, QBoy them, yeah, all the dancers too. Hey yo, and Friday night, all of the middle bar, come to class, look at 7 crew, hip hop room, reggae room, middle bar, Friday night. And every Sunday night, right here, every Sunday night, we're gonna sing again. We got a red shirt program, sit down the room, all night. See you next Sunday night, we out.
But yeah, QBoy is the one that believes in justice. He believes in humanity, and he preaches and lives and gives culture to the masses. This journey I've been on, man, since day one, since 1993 till now, it's been incredible. It's been incredible, man. Whether hanging out with celebrities, seeing my favorite artists perform, hanging out with the Bob Marley's kids, from Damien to Steven to Julian. It's been a crazy ride, man. You know what I mean? I just remember those days with like Beanie Man, Sean Paul, Shaggy. Amazing, man. And I'm not a rich man, but because of experiences, I kind of am a rich man, right? I'm not a poor man. You know what I mean? I feel like whenever you do the work that's in your heart to do, you know what I mean, what God's telling you to do, you're never going to be unsuccessful. You're always going to be right where you're supposed to be. And I give thanks for that, man. And yeah, man, reggae music, dancehall music, that is the one music for the people. That's the King's music. That is the music that will set your soul free. That will let you feel your best, let you feel the happiest you've ever been without even smoking or intaking alcohol or drugs. You know, reggae music, dancehall music is special like that. For whatever reason, the offbeat, the upbeat, yeah, it gives you that vibe, that feeling, man. So, who is Qboy? Qboy is just me. Qboy is just me, you know what I mean? And, you know, as I say, most people won't be remembered 40 to 50 years after they're gone, and I don't think I'll be any different. But the people that do remember me, that have had a chance to, you know, be in my space and be in their space, I think it became something special. And hopefully there'll be many more special nights to come. You know, and when I'm done, hopefully a younger kid will see this, right? If not one of my kids, a younger kid will see this and be inspired to want to bring people together in a positive way with music. Whether reggae music, dancehall music, or some other type of positive music, you know what I mean? And yeah, more life, you know, always give thanks to the Most High, and live on, man. Live righteous. Rastafari, bless up. King Selassie, I know.
This has been a long journey. I've known this dude since I was 15 years old.
Tell him how we met, man. Tell him how we met.
Yo, Mr. DeLarkin's class, Spanish, Hamilton High School.
Español?
Hey, tu hablo español. Sí, muy pequeño, muy es gordo, muy es feo. So shout out to my favorite professor, Mr. Senor DeLarkin. He's watching over us right now. He's guiding us, and that's why we're able to do this. But honestly, man, like, Q has always been my friend, like, since the day I met him. He's honestly my brother. So that's why we're able to do this. And as he mentioned, he worked at the store, and I'm about to pop in the picture right here when he was working at the desk. Bling! And I'm able to do that like magic, like we're 15 and 16 years old again, because I've always wanted to tell this story to really pay homage to how we got here. But really the principle is how we got here. Q would sit in front of me in the class and would say, yo man, just come through the store, man. And honestly, I think with him working, you know, at the store and the baseball team, maybe them dudes was maybe slick trying to get some beers or something, I don't know. But when I came to the store and he was like, what do you want? Yo, I wanted some Haribo, some gummy bears. You know what I'm saying? I want some gummy bears still to this day. But I just wanted the film. And with this film, I took a lot of the pictures. So I'm about to pop in these pictures, pop, like magic. Now I'm able to do this 30 years later because of this man. So it's just like, yo, that's all you wanted, some film? Like all these chips and Doritos and all these treats. And it's like, I don't want no snacks. Honey buns, coffee cakes. I don't want none of this. I want the film.
Fuji and Kodak, man. He's real.
Yo, and this is why we're able to do this. It's real. It really happened. And I'm able to pop in life's moments in history. These pictures I'm showing you, they're 30 years old, but it's like we took them yesterday. Like you're looking in a glass time machine, a time capsule, and the colors are vibrant and they're popping because we simply just don't use film anymore. True. So shout out to Coach Yoshima. I had a photography class and he's the one who let me play in a dark room. I went and got some photos from the Boys and Girls Club from the photographer. He was like teaching us in photography class. I stole some of his pictures and took them over to Yoshima.
Yoshima, yeah.
And he failed me. And he said, yo, these pictures, you stole them. Like, you didn't take these pictures. Like, so I knew from that moment that I had to take my own pictures. I couldn't just take somebody else's pictures and claim them as mine. And that's what this is all about. I'm Khalil Gibran, #VideoRobot. Welcome to the SIXSENSE Foundation. As always, QBoy, Jamaican Gold, Jamaica Live, Pum Pum Tuesdays. We love you guys.
Yo, let me tell you something about this kid, man. Like you said, I know this kid from when we were kids in high school, man. Hamilton High, man. 1990. All right? Let me tell you, man. This dude, I knew it was going to be like the next Spike Lee. How did I know that? because he would show up with a camera damn near every day. And you know what I mean? He's taking pictures, man, and he's telling me how he's gonna, you know, go to school in Atlanta, man, and he's gonna take over this, he's gonna take over that, man. And let me tell you something, man, like this kid right here, man, always had the talent, always had the eye, always had the desire to capture moments, man. And you know, from him even work with John Singleton, man. I don't know if you guys know, man, like they stole his name for the movie, right? So like this dude right here, man, LA history, man, even though he's been all around, you know, America and all around the world, all that, man. But, yo, whether Atlanta, he's got stories from Atlanta, all that, man, you know. But LA originally, man, yo, this kid was putting it down from day one, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. For real.
Thank you, boss. You helped me, man. You helped me. Yo, so shout out to that Bob.
Bob Market?
Hey, shout out to Bob's Market. It's no longer there. It's like a, I don't know what it is now.
Wells Fargo, baby.
It's a Wells Fargo. I'm not shouting out Wells Fargo. I hate them. So yeah, man. Peace, man. We love you guys, man. For real.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Right now to Jamaican Gold Radio, man. Big it up. LA, Hollywood, worldwide, Jamaica.
Boss Champs, Boss Chicks, Marissa. Oh, we are do Pum Pum song, Pum Pum video, Pum Pum documentary.
Welcome
Run
to the SIXSENSE Foundation.
Zip it, we boss things the boss we.
Yo, make your love play with, man. Run the pum pum now, yeah. Run the pum pum now, yeah. Run the pum pum right now. No playing no games, no playing with lames. Girl, run the pum pum now. Run the pum pum now. Run the pum pum now. Now no playing no games, no playing with lames. Girl, run the pum pum.
Think fat now the dress, but hard for impress, done pre the finesse. It not fi complex, see you want the flex, but me want the sex. Still mate, still fierce, that I feel late. Y'all pan stand by, that I feel safe. They say you not too know me, I fi feel safe. Yeah, me not too know you, I fi feel me safe. You want designers, I want the vagina. You want wine and diners, but I want the grinders. Get laid like recliners, or I'm a decliner. I'm feeling you kinda, but I'm really trying to put them goddamn legs like the Red Sea. I ain't taking what ain't giving, baby, let's see. Bust it down, bust it all the way. Whatever's coming, now, whenever, any time of day.
Run it pum pum now, yeah. Run it pum pum right now. No playing no games, no playing with lames. Girl, run it pum pum now. Run it pum pum now. Run it pum pum now. Now no playing no games, no playing with lames. Girl, run it pum pum. Run it pum pum. Run it, girl, run it pum pum. Bring it, run it, girl, run it pum pum.
No need for pretend. Me not beg no friend. You want me fi spend, so run it tonight. All the thing I fi end. Come in on me yard, but you now do nothing. Be a talk in a guan, be a talk. Girl do something.
Or hit the door. Don't call my phone. I find someone else. You back on the shelf, girl. Leave me alone.
Facts.
Don't slam my door. Don't text my phone. I found someone else, no, you off the shelf, just leave. Run it, boom, boom, now. Run it, boom, boom, now. Run it, boom, boom, now. No playing no games, no playing with lames. Girl, run it, boom, boom, now. Run it, boom, boom, now. Run it, boom, boom, now. Playing no games, no playing with lames. You down in your lane, now run it, boom, boom. Run it, boom, boom. Girl, run it, boom, boom. Bring it, run it, girl, run it, boom, boom. Run it, boom, boom. Girl, run it, boom, boom. Bring it, girl, run it, boom, boom.
But they gon' holler when they hear it in a scream. DVDs and holler magazine is 4 eyes. I advertise 6 cents. Almighty President, solar sausage.
Yo, you see Jamaican Gold International, worldwide.
Alright.
Oh, no.
Who is QBoy for the documentary?
My baby.
Yeah!
That's one, yeah.
Welcome to the SIXSENSE Foundation.